I was, in a place where I really wasn't thinking for myself. I thought I was, but once I started to, get by myself and understand who I am, a lot of my beliefs changed, my values changed, and I elevated myself. In our society, everybody is looked at like they should just think a certain way, you should act a certain way, dress a certain way, talk a certain way, but in reality, that isn't true. You can be you and be happy being. Think about it, we actually don't research and read into what we actually believe in. We just go off what other people tell us, whether that's our parents, other family members, our friends, church, whatever. Whatever you get your information from about your belief, you get it from somebody else instead of from. Once you start reading, researching, and talking to other people that have a different perspective than you, your mind will open up to more ideas and you can elevate yourself instead of being in a box all the time. You don't want to put yourself in a box. And any real key is not limiting yourself, and do not let fear control you. You should not be afraid of anything that somebody told you to be afraid of, because this experience, fear controls you, and fear is what limits you. Always have an imagination. Keep your imagination. Intelligence is just intellect and knowledge based on what you have right now and what you have logically. Imagination is limitless. So having your imagination puts you ahead of the game when it comes to thought. Intelligent person can be very, very intelligent, but they will still not be able to comprehend the thought patterns of someone who is using their imagination. Because intelligence deals with what you see, the observable, and what you can prove. Your imagination is the stuff that is unseen. Your imagination is the stuff that is limitless. You can think about anything in your imagination. Once you start to go into your imagination and deal with that, a lot of other stuff starts opening up, and you start instance. Science still cannot really prove why we dream. They cannot even prove why we have consciousness. That's why you have to go into your own states of mind and transcend this current reality that you are living in. This 3D world is an illusion. That means that everything that you see right now is just a collection of what your five senses can comprehend. You are more than that. Like, you are more than your physical body. Your flesh. Being too attached to this physical body. You can't be scared. Don't be scared of death. Death does not exist how we think it exists. Death is also an illusion. You was told that death was bad. You aren't who you think you are. You are greater than that. It's just up for you to realize that and tap into that energy that's within inside of you. Nobody can, it's not a set way of steps you can do that. It's up to you. Religion itself was made to control and govern people. It was made to do that. It does have good values and good morals to follow. Yes, read your Bibles, read whatever you want to read. Do that. Don't stop doing that. I'm telling you, it is more to what you are reading. It is things that they took out of the Bible and took out of these holy texts that you have to go and do further research on. That it is a Bible before the Bible that you read. Your future is a part of your intention. And what you want to do is learn how to put action with intention to get a desired result. So once you start having your thoughts on a different plane, your actions will start to fear and be scared of things. You will become trapped inside what you are scared of. Do not fear, my friend. It will always be something that will help. God is not a person. God is not a person. It's an energy force that you have to understand within yourself. Understand. Just because somebody believes something different than you does not mean they are going to hell. That doesn't mean that, bro. And even the concept of hell is relatively new to religion. In the first Bibles, that wasn't even mentioned. You have to go research and read. If you don't read, you're just going to be a slave to what other people think and believe. They taught you what this stuff was. They taught you what hell and heaven was supposed to look. At the end of the day, when you die, you're going to create with your mind what you want. Nobody's going to be there to tell you what you create. It's on you. Don't fear, my friend. You not think that if you're not going to church, that you're going to hell. You have to find God within yourself. Church is there for teach you morals and values and structure within this human world, how to go about it daily. That's what church is within you. and talking to like-minded people that's on your frequency. And frequency is just people that's having on the same thought pattern as you. That doesn't mean you're better than them. It just means that you're vibrating differently. That's the law of vibration. Makes sense. Do more research on it. Because at the end of the day, only thing that has to make sense is what makes sense to you. You gotta have a to you mindset. Everything just whatever matters. Stop being a mental slave. Stop being a emotional slave. Stop being a slave to money. Stop being a slave to your job. Don't be a slave to anything. Why be a slave, y'all? Now, to some people it may sound crazy, but to the people who want to understand and open their mind and be like, yo, he's telling some real stuff. You know, you can just tell like, yo, where is he getting his information from? Eddie Griffith, a comedian, he said, don't chase your dreams, manifest them. That means when you're chasing something, you're never gonna catch it because you're still chasing it. Manifest your dreams, make it happen. Get where you want to be at and think that you're already there. You have to think like that to get there. People that be successful, they think like that already. They know what they are. They know they're the greatest. They know they're great. But they put the action. Think about it. Have you really truly been yourself? If you haven't developed your own belief system from within yourself, yes, you can have values. Yes, you can still believe in a certain religion, but understand why you do that. Understand the why behind everything you do. Really? The food that we eat is fake as well. Even the plants are GMO. That is fake. The food we eat is fake. You got fake friends. You have met fake people in your life. Actual fake people. They have these fake emotions. Everything is fake. Right here. This is what you're saying right here. It's just a collection of molecules, atoms, and chemicals and energy, matter. That's all that is. That's all. You're seeing a physical projection with your eye. That's what we do. What your conscious mind does is try to rationalize everything. You have to tap into your subconscious mind. You've been subconsciously programmed. It's sad to say, but a lot of you guys have. And you're scared. All is mental. That's an ancient hermetical principle. Back in Egypt. Go study. I got a lot more studying to do. You don't even have to believe what I'm saying. You don't have to. I don't care. It doesn't matter if you believe that I'm right or not. It just matters what you think is right. So I don't care if people are like, okay, he's wrong. He's talking crazy. Cool. Say that about me. Call me crazy. But I'm happy. And you have to be careful who you talk about certain stuff with. Everybody is not ready to elevate their mind or think on a different wavelength. That doesn't mean you're better just because you know all this stuff. Just because you read all the books does not make you better than anyone. That's why I got into spirituality. Spirituality is simply understanding the energy from within yourself and understanding the energy around you and with other people. Understanding energy, vibes. Stop beating yourself up over what you did in the past. Though, like your guilt, your lies, your hurt, your pain. Stop. Just stop beating yourself up. You're good. I promise you, you're good. You're gonna be okay. You're do stuff with the conscious mind. That's all you're gonna be producing, a conscious mindset of this physical reality. Tap into your subconscious and become conscious of that. So that's what kind of being woke means. I don't even like using that. Believe everything I say. Go get it for yourself. If you like something I say and it resonates with you, cool. Put it into your little belief system. But if not, throw it away. Only get what you need. That's all you need. Get what you need and keep going. Follow your heart, but let your mind guide you. Sometimes we follow our heart, but we're not letting our mind guide us because our mind is clouded. And sometimes we listen to our mind, but we won't follow our heart. Because at the end of the day, you have to have balance in life. Life is all about balance. You don't want to become unbalanced in anything, bruh. When you become imbalanced, a lot of people around you, do they have your best interest at heart? Do they want you to be the best person that you want to be? And look at yourself. Do you want to see others be the best person? Do you even want to be the best person for yourself? So when somebody tells you something, and when somebody show you with their actions, listen to their actions. You have to hear. It's like you got to hear 2 times and you got to see 2 times. I'm gonna talk about that. What I mean by that is somebody can tell you something, but you also have to listen to their actions. And you can see somebody doing something one time, but you have to see it again on a different level, energy level. Because somebody can give you off the wrong energy. Trust your energy. Stop letting society abuse you mentally and emotionally. You've been abused and you've become a victim. We have that victim mindset, but we have to escape that and become stronger. Yes, we have been done. Answers are within. Books can give you only so much knowledge. YouTube can only give you so much knowledge. What's inside of you transcends the internet. These are just books, the internet and all this. This is just tools that we created to help us. This is just something that we created. So just think about how you're thinking now. Hopefully I opened your mind to something different and gave you a different view on stuff. That's really what this was for. Stop chasing this material stuff. It's gonna come if you just put in the work and do what you gotta do. And sometimes you can even work smarter, outsmart the people that's doing this hard work and stuff. People that's chasing this stuff. Think about chasing something, bruh. It's gonna leave you breathless. And this life, this old man once told me, just walk. What's his name? I really forgot his name, yo. Mr. Willie. Mr. Willie told me in life, only thing you have to do is really walk. Just walk. And enjoy this experience. Enjoy it. Try different stuff. Try something new. That's all. You don't have to read all these books from front to back. The Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, any of these holy. You don't have to read all of these from front to back to just know what's inside of yourself. These are just guides to help us. It's a little basic instruction. Once you get out of these books and start experiencing for yourself and looking within yourself, you will become stronger. You will become mentally, spiritually stronger. And you will understand yourself more than anybody else can. That's the most. Understand yourself. That is the theme of this whole little story. Understanding yourself. Because if you don't understand yourself, you become a victim, you become a slave, and you become mentally and spiritually trapped by people who tell you what you want. Tell somebody else that you love them. Help somebody else do something. Help yourself. Tell yourself that you love yourself. And be the best version of yourself, period. Know who you are. If you want to make a change, vote in your local elections and vote to get the people that's going to make changes locally. The national stuff, the government, they have the same political parties. The political parties are the same. Democrat, Republicans, they do the same thing behind closed doors. They have the same figureheads. They are controlled. And the people that control them are controlled. So what are you? Controlled. Even some stuff I do now is still a form of control. You gotta finagle your way out of it. Not let somebody tell you what you have to do in a ritual or any other this bullshit. Don't let them tell you what you gotta do to make it to a certain place or get to a certain thing. You gotta do this. That's man-made, bro. If I just told you this physical world was fake and it was an illusion, everything you do here is also an illusion. It does have consequences, though, in this physical plane. I'm not saying go around here doing whatever the hell you want to do to people. Stop trying to chase perfection inside this 3D illusion. It is fake. All of this is fake. I'm trying to tell y'all that. Everything is fake. And I'm about to explain to you really how this isn't for the people who don't want to listen or who easily get offended or who still fear. This is for the people who want. It's not even for a certain amount of people. It's just for people who wants to understand and be themselves. This is really who this is for. So then you get into the concept. So what's gonna help you? The energy within inside of you is what is known as God, which I think God is everything. It transcends our human thought. That's what God is not a man in the sky that's gonna kill people. Anything that was created by human beings will bring you down because this human being trap, for lack of a better word, is what keeps you down here, like money, physical possessions and stuff like that.